Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your love and relationship reading for March 16th through the 31st. For those of you who are just now tuning in, these are generalized readings, so not everything in the reading may pertain to you. I am available to answer any questions, as well as to do private readings, and can be reached at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. I like to start off with a reading for my singles, and then I move into a reading for my couples. Okay. One of the things that I really like to emphasize on when I'm doing a reading, especially for my singles, is to touch on your mental state and your spiritual well-being, because I truly believe that a healthy spiritual well-being is the foundation in which a healthy relationship can thrive and grow on. And I also truly believe in the law of attraction in regards to you get back what you put out. Okay, so I really try to focus on that. And then I do clarify at the end if I do see somebody who will be entering into your life. And in this case, there definitely looks like there's somebody who's going to be entering into your life at the end. But we'll start from the beginning. The first card in the spread is the Eight of Pentacles, and this represents the space in which you are right now. You're in a very open space, and you're really working towards building something with someone. You want that, and then that's what you're working towards right now. The next card is the Five of Wands, and this is what's covering you. You being a fire sign, you could be very stubborn. You could also be very combative at times, because as fire signs, I'm a fire sign too, I really understand the different types of passions that us as Sagittarians deal with. We have the extreme highs, we have the extreme lows. We're incredibly sensitive creatures, and we simply just feel everything. So when we get worked up, it's really easy to stay in that space, okay? And I think that this also represents things that you have overcome in the past, which kind of has your defenses up. And it could be that there's some people around you who are really encouraging this with you. The next card is the Four of Cups, and this is what's crossing you. So this is like the weather that's going on in your life right now. And this has to do with everything seeming to be okay on the outside, but underneath there are things that need to be worked through, things that you're really going back and forth with. And I believe that this also touches on the Five of Wands, you know, going back and forth and trying to figure out a way of how to handle this. This might be a really good time for you to reach out and confide in your loved ones. The next card is the Five of Swords, and this is the foundation of the situation. So this could indicate a situation that has happened to you. It could go even as far back as childhood that really stays with you, something that you really think about. And this has to do with maybe a situation where somebody wasn't very honest with you, or where you were deceived by somebody, and this situation really hurt you. The next card is the Hermit, and this represents the recent past. Now, this could be a situation that generally happened, within the past 3 months, or something that's still present, but it's, slowly trying to fade its way or work its way out of your life. This represents a time where you went through a lot of introspection and reflection and really reverted into yourself. And you did this because you don't feel like you need anybody. This could possibly indicate that you live on the outskirts of society because you don't allow society to define you. The next card represents your aspirations, and this has to do, excuse me, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. This is the Seven of Pentacles. This has to do with trying to remember to stay present in the present and not focus on the things that you don't have, but focus on today and the things that are in front of you. This is a reminder of being present. You want to be present. The next card is the Wheel of Fortune, and this represents you and the environment of the near future. This has to do with you being in a very happy space, but also this comes with a deep understanding and acknowledgement of the good and the bad and taking things as they come, but having a wonderful attitude and outlook regarding it. Now, the outcome is the Ace of Swords, and this could indicate that there could possibly be a fire sign who is coming into your life, somebody who is going to ignite that passion and really inspire some creativity within you, okay? So you have some things that need to be worked through, things that have been with you for a while, things that you have carried with you from the past. You have some inner work that needs to be done. And by the Eight of Pentacles, it looks like you really are wanting to move forward and work through these issues. You have a very open mind, and I really think that this good state of mind with the Eight of Pentacles is what's going to allow this fire sign to enter into your life. And again, you want to have that healthy spiritual well-being so that we can create that foundation for a new relationship to grow and thrive on. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and move into my couple spread. Okay. So the first card in the spread is the Five of Wands, and this represents what you're bringing into this relationship. And this has to do with maybe you feeling conflicted. I don't know if this was something, or the direction that this relationship was heading in is something that you were really ready for, so to speak. And I think that you're kind of going back and forth with, how do I handle this? Do I want this? Do I not want this? And you really need to do some groundwork, some grounding, some centering, and to really meditate on this so that you're not so conflicted with this decision making. The next card is the Sun of Cups, and this is where you are now in relation to the other person. there's an acknowledgement of this connection, this emotional connection that you have with this person who really inspires you. I don't think that you have a lot of experience with relationships in this capacity, and I think that that has something to do with why, you might be a little reserved with where you're going. The next card is the Justice card, and this is what you're hoping to get from this relationship. You're hoping to get truth, but you're also taking the approach where you want to make a well-rounded decision, and you really want to think, if this is very appropriate, you really want to make thought-out decisions in regards to this relationship. And I really think that this, again, touches on the Five of Wands, where you're going back and forth, as to, well, do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? How do I move forward with this? I don't want to move too fast, but I really care about this person. So you're taking a well-rounded approach and trying to really make a well-thought-out decision before, rushing head first into this. The next card is the Eight of Pentacles, and this has to do with what the other person is bringing into this relationship with you. This person wants to build something with you and work towards something with you. I think this person is at a much different space than you are. I think that this person, his or her decision is set. The next card is the Fool, and this is what this person is getting out of this relationship. They're wanting to start a new life with you. They want to leave their old life behind and start fresh and new with you. They want to move into that next chapter of their life with you. The next card is the Four of Pentacles, and this represents what they're hoping to experience with you. They want a very secure, safe relationship, and they're looking for somebody who is going to be as protective over this relationship as they are. The next card is the Two of Cups, and this is how you see this person. The Two of Cups has to do with an acknowledgement of this intense soulmate-like connection and the ability to see things through each other's eyes. This is a very kind and caring relationship with very, very deep emotional connections. And I think that's why, you are trying to fight this, because you also feel like you can't control it either. The next card represents how they see you, and this is the Nine of Wands. There's an acknowledgement here that this is taking some work, some hard work that this person is willing to put into this relationship with you. However, this person sees light at the end of the tunnel and sees that you are worth pursuing. Now, the outcome is the Ten of Wands, and this could indicate some very, very difficult times. This could also indicate that maybe one person in the relationship is trying to bite off more than they could chew, so to speak. It's also a reminder that we don't have to carry other people's burdens on our backs, that relationships should be a balance. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards, some advice cards, to see what you need to learn to make this relationship successful. Two of Swords, let your walls down. Eight of Cups, this also touches on wanting to leave when things get tough. Are you in or you're out? The Fool, leaving the past behind you and starting fresh, and starting anew. So what needs to happen are these vulnerabilities that you have, that you're protecting, these walls. It's okay to let somebody else in. Not everybody is going to hurt you. Also, with the Eight of Cups, this is wanting to leave. Leave your past behind you and starting anew. And I really think that the Fool and the Eight of Cups, the Fool really touches on the happy side of leaving the past behind. The Eight of Cups could also represent a mourning of leaving the past, your past life, what you had before. Maybe this is an acknowledgement of not wanting to give the past up. Maybe there's issues from the past that you really need to touch on and work on. And maybe by communicating these feelings will really help not only connect with your partner, but help release the weight of these burdens. Okay, that way you don't have to carry the weight of these problems, yourself. Okay, your partner's here for you to lean on. So with that said, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. Thanks, you guys.